This is what you get when you sit around and daydream about dessert. Come on, I'll show you how we made it. All right, let's take a look at these delicious ingredients. The first thing we have is 2 beaten eggs. We've got 3/4 of a cup of almond flour. We've got a stick of butter. We've got 1 cup of Swerve Confectioners sweetener. We've got 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder. We've got 1 packet of instant coffee. I didn't even realize they made instant coffee like this in a box. But run down to your local store and grab you some instant coffee if you don't have any already. And if you don't use it all in this recipe, you can use it for a rub for your smoked meat. How's that? And then we have a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Pretty basic stuff. This is for the brownie part, and then we'll move over to the filling part, the cream cheese part. All right, for the cheesecake layer, that's real simple. We have a block of cream cheese, your favorite cream cheese there. That's 8 ounces. 1/4 of a cup of the Swerve Confectioners sweetener again. 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream and 2 teaspoons of vanilla flavoring. Cheesecake. Can't wait. Come on, let's get it put together now. All right, all the ingredients are here and accounted for, so we're going to put them all together. And we're going to start out by adding our butter, our Swerve, and throw in our instant coffee here. This ought to be interesting. And our cocoa powder. I'm going to go ahead and give that a quick mix up here. Yeah, it's been a while since I've used the old hot rod mixer, so I figured I'd break it out today. Just give this a little mixing, get everything kind of going. So I've got that started. Now let's just go ahead and add the rest of it. Get everything all mixed up nice and neat, like a typical brownie. Mocha brownie. How about that? And we'll hit it again with the mixer. I'll scrape around the edges real quick just to make sure there's nothing left out. All that chocolatey coffee goodness mixed together. So now that that's all blended up over there, we're gonna work on our cheesecake part, and I'm using my little Ninja, but we just want to make sure everything gets incorporated really well. You can use a blender or whatever you have, a food processor or even the mixer again, but I'm choosing to go this route. So I'm going to throw in this whole block of cream cheese. I love cheesecake. That's like my favorite dessert of all times, I guess. I love cheesecake. I'm just going to break this apart so it'll go down in there. And then we're going to add the sugar or sweetener. I shouldn't say sugar because it's not. Our heavy whipping cream, vanilla flavoring. Oh, this is going to be magic. And we're just going to get this blended up. Man, that looks like cake icing. I'm going to take this out for just a second and scoop around the edges so everything's all incorporated. Go at it one more time. Oh, that looks nice and smooth and creamy. All right, I've got me an 8x8 pan, and I've kind of lined it with some parchment paper just to keep everything from sticking. We'll see how this works out. Kind of trimmed it to fit in here. There's probably a better trick to this, but anyway, we're going to put in some of the brownie mix first. I'm gonna try to put about half of it in and press it in here. This is a real kind of it's not a real wet batter. It's pretty thick though. So I've got a little base layer there of brownie mix and kind of spread out. It's pretty thin. Now we're going to put the cheesecake part in. We're just going to smear this all around. This is the part that I'm excited about. And you don't have to do it this way. You can just swirl it. You can put one layer and then just swirl this in. I wanted to kind of like layer mine and make it into more of a cookie, I guess, but hey, it's your project. Make it how you want. That's the cool thing about cooking, man. You can make it your own. And this part spreads a whole lot easier than that base layer. And the trick is going to be getting that top layer on without it just completely getting absorbed by this, but we'll try and see what happens. My first attempt, like most of my recipes, are the very first time I've ever tried something, putting it on film. So, well, y'all know there's no such thing as film now, but you know what I mean. And while I'm doing this, I've got my oven preheating to 350 degrees, and we're gonna put this in there for about 30 minutes, give or take a few. You just kind of want to push it into, I dug a little deeper, but you kind of want to push it to the corners. Like I said, this is the parchment paper kind of does some weird things to it, but all right, that's that. Now let's top it off with some more of the delicious mocha. Mocha. Chocolate and coffee, man. Whoever came up with that, thank you. Thank you very much. That's about the best I can do. It don't look pretty right now, but the key is baking it and cutting it later and see what happens. Stick around and we'll see how it turns out. All right, here's the final product straight out of the oven. We got, oh man, I can't wait. Let's do it. It's time to taste this stuff. So me and my co-worker, Tater, were sitting around. We were reminiscing about Starbucks mocha brownies. Or coffee brownies, I don't know what they called them, but we got to thinking, you know, we both like cheesecake, and I remember those brownies being awesome. So I started thinking about it, and I tried to figure out a way to make it, and I experimented, and this is what I came up with: mocha cheesecake brownies. And we've got that cheesecake in the middle, and I was super excited about trying this, so let's see how it is. Well, I'm not gonna lie. The middle is the best part, the cheesecake part. The outside, it's got a brownie texture to it. You can definitely tell that I use Swerve. You know, that artificial sweetener is never gonna be as good as regular sugar, but being that it is what it is, it's lower in carbs, of course, and it's satisfying a craving. So that's a win for me. I like them. Give them a try. Don't be afraid to try new things, man. I tell you, who knows? I might just double up on that middle part next time and make it even better. Hey, until next time, get you something sweet to eat, and may the Lord bless you.